Oh, and we're back again with some more Gran Turismo Sport live streams, and of course it's just gone 8 o'clock on a Monday morning here in the UK, which is when the time for all the free daily races get updated into the new weekly races. I usually do daily race C, which is the longer, more endurance-y event, but it's in the Group 3 cars at the Interlagos circuit, which I haven't really gone that well there. So we're going to be doing daily race B for the next couple of hours, which is Group 4 cars around the Red Bull Ring at Austria. I've chosen the RCZ, the Peugeot RCZ, because it looks like the top 10 stars so far, mostly in the RCZ. There's an M4 in there, a TT and a Corvette as well, so it looks like then that a 36.1 is the quickest, 37.0 is the slowest out of the 10. Tyres that we can choose, looks like it is only the hard tyres, which is a shame. Car settings, everything you can see here as well. So we've got just 4 minutes left of the until we start matching. So we'll get out there on track, we'll put some laps in because we want to be starting as close to the front as possible. And I've got a sort of a Peugeot livery on this. There's not too many F1 liveries out there available for this car, but there is one. There's an Orange Arrows livery, which isn't exactly brilliant. There's also a Gaulois one, which is a French cigarette brand. And it sort of looks like the Citroën Xara rally car from about 10-15 years ago. So here we are then, coming up to turn 1. This car is known as an FF car, which means that it's front-wheel drive, front-engined and front-wheel drive, which are usually not great for me. I sort of like rear-driven or mid-engined cars. I was sort of hoping that the Megane Trophy would be one of the quickest here, but it's clearly not going to be. Seems fairly quick though, coming out the slower corners. A bit too deep there into turn 3. This is another real-world circuit, like Interlagos as well, and I've always preferred real-world circuits because from my F1 experience, and I've been playing F1 games for well over 2 decades now, I always seem to go slightly better at real circuits rather than the generic made-up ones that Gran Turismo offers with every passing game release. So it was 136.1 was the quickest so far out of the top 10 in Europe, at least. We ain't going to get anywhere close to that, I don't think. Certainly not in this lap. This was merely just a banker cycle lap. And if we're in something like the 38s or something like that, I'll be pretty happy. And we are to 38.158. And immediately we've run wide coming out of turn 1. So this lap was pretty much abandoned then. You can't really see the delta time. You can if you do that and see it behind, we're already a 10th down. In this view you can't so much. And it's always crucial to try and get quickest laps in as soon as possible. And this time I broke a bit too early for turn 3, but we have found time. Don't think we're going to get a third lap in, unfortunately. Started this a little bit too late. Oh, what was that? The understeer is killing me here. So unfortunately, it's not going to be great for us. Only a 10th. Sort of 10th up. Yeah, not good out of the final corner either. So it'll be about 2.5 tenths. So we're getting to the 37s, 37.9. We've only got 40 seconds left until we start matching. So so that was better through turn 1 there. Look, we're going to be probably close to half a second up by the time we get to turn 2. ballsed it up anyway, so. I think we might struggle with these. Could definitely get a low 37, I think. I'm unfamiliar with this car. There we go. So we're going to start matching. We were 4 tenths up on our previous best, which put me into a mid 37. It'd be nice to start somewhere near the guys in the 36s. We're already in the top 10, so it looks like I'm pretty much being matched with all of the quick guys so far. And it's 5 laps here. There's a McGann up there, a McGann, so that's slightly promising. I don't know, I might go to a McGann after this. And we're mixed with there's a mix of A-star A and B rated drivers. As for my daily sport rating, at the end of last Monday we were sitting on 38,257. Unfortunately we're now sitting on 36,744. I did a couple of the Daily Race C races 2 days ago, which were involving the Super Formula cars at Laguna Seca. I did a few during the week and we were sort of okay. But I had 2 bad races. I think I finished 14th in one and rage quit the second, which is why my rating dropped so much. So yeah, we're here now. So it's 5 laps. These races are going to be 5 laps long. There's going to be a race every 20 minutes. So I'm hoping to get at least 5, maybe even 6 races in. And it's going to be all about trying to increase our driver rating as much as we can, or our points in our driver rating. Our sportsmanship rating is still 99 in the S range, which it has been now for a couple of weeks, which is good. So we get matched with the cleanest drivers, if you like, not necessarily the best. And you can see there we're down a little bit. We've got a couple of B-rated drivers around us. So I managed to get that last lap in, would have been 8th. So we just have to see how this first race goes. 16 drivers instead of a traditional 20 that we'd get in the Daily Race C. In Daily Race A you get 12, Daily Race B you get 16, Daily Race C you get 20. Ideally you want to finish in the top half, so we need to aim for top 8 every race if we're going to increase our driver rating. So we'll bring up the radar. And we'll see how our first race goes. Crucial to not make mistakes, because there's already a field spread, as you can see, with the rolling start, which I don't like. I don't like rolling starts. Cross the line to start that one. Oh, we've made a move, and there's been a punt as well. And this guy here who completely outbraked himself. So let's see if we can get up to P7. I'm here, bro. And he's in the slipstream of the hurricane ahead of us. Oh, he's gone for an absolute dive bomb. Oh my god, what the hell happened to him there? He flew off the track there. Lucky we didn't get taken out. So the guy behind has given up that position. And we are P7. You can only assume that guy that decided to absolutely not brake for turn 3 was trying to take someone out. Oh, the understeer in these front wheel drive cars is fucking awful, to be honest with you. Running a little wide there, hopefully we don't get a penalty for it. When you bounce off the limiter, you lose quite a bit of time. He's got a half a second penalty as well in his slipstream. He's got me on the cutback, but the slowdown is here, so he'll lose half a second, and that will put us comfortably into P6. And we're going to break ourselves here at turn 3. So far it's okay. Feel pretty comfortable in this P6. We'll try and do something about the top 5 ahead of us, because they're the ones that were, I think, the top 5 quickest out of the top 10. If that makes sense. What I'm trying to say is basically that the 5 ahead of us were 5 of the 10 drivers that were the top 10 quickest. Might get a half a second penalty for that. No, okay. 37.8. So my second lap there was already quicker than what we've managed to do in qualifying. Pulling away from the cars behind and not really gaining on the cars in the front. So our race could already be over at this point. In P6. It's not a great car to drive. I prefer like or anything other than a front engined front wheel drive car, because the understeer is just, as you can see there, it's just horrible. You put the power on when you're still trying to turn, and it's just, it doesn't want to turn. It just doesn't want to work for you. Just wants to understeer wide and lose time. Anyone will tell you they prefer a car that slightly oversteers rather than one that slightly understeers, because understeer just kills your speed. There's a guy there that does have a penalty, but we're sort of in the middle of no man's land here. We've gone quicker again, a 37.1. So considering our qualifying time, I think was a 37.9 or something like that. It could have even been in the low 38s. We can do a low 37. And you get such a field spread as well with the rolling starts, and that's why I don't like them. I always prefer a grid start. Kept it clean so far at least. We can't really do anything about the guys in front of us, and I'm bringing another bloke in the RCZ along behind me, but we seem pretty comfortable in P6. This is the position we've pretty much been in since the end of lap 1. We come now into the final lap. I mean, we started in 10th, so to get 6th from 10th is fine, and I've gone slightly quicker again. So I think hopefully once this race is done, we might have time for a lap or two. Oh, the guy behind us a penalty, so he pretty much kissed his chances of getting past me goodbye. And these guys up ahead are battling, so... I need these guys to, well, not to be unfair, but take each other out maybe, or really start to lose time with each other, and then maybe we can gain another position. Finally got the braking nailed right for turn 3 at least. Oh, P5's at the moment. Gaining. Can we try anything? No, he knows I'm there. Oh, come on, mate. I was having a look at you. You can't just turn in like that at the last second. Right, is he going to ram me? That's the big question. Yeah. Yeah. Knew that was happening. Fuck off, mate. Honestly. Oh, he's run wide as well. Dirty bastard. Dirty bastard. Yeah, you're going to hit me again. Yeah, you're going to hit me again, aren't you? Yeah. Dirty bastard. And out of all of that, we don't get a penalty and we get the P5 that we deserved. Honestly, I thought I was perfectly in line to have a go there. He'd made a mistake a couple of corners previously. I was up the inside as well. I had me nose in. He just turned in. Of course I'm going to end up making contact with him. And then after that, he just turned into a dirty sweat. So, oh well. He loses a couple of positions. I gain a P5 from the P10 we started. And our quickest lap was a 37.1, I think it was. And so hopefully we've got enough time now to go away and do a couple of more laps before the next event. Yeah, even had a clean race after that. So, yeah, we started 10th, finished 5th. And all the bullshit there at the end as well. We got away with it and, yeah, took P5. So I'm probably expecting a message in a minute from him. I'll just ignore it and carry on doing what I've got to do. We have got about 5 minutes, I reckon, to try and go again. We'll just wait for a second. Oh, Jeff Paul, there we go. Look, disgusting. Okay, sure, okay. I'm not really interested in what you have to say. Is he going to say anything else? I mean, your safety rating went down, dude. You know, not mine. So if you want to be that guy, then whatever. Yeah, apology. Oh, you dumb. Yeah, whatever. I'm not really interested. Yeah, I'll just get away with it. It doesn't. I don't care about stuff like that. Ian Clark. It's that kind of stuff that I'm finding disheartening right now. Yeah. Well, there we go. That's, you know. They're all going to kick off at each other, I think. I'm not interested. I want to go back and try and improve my qualifying time. If people want to get sweaty like that and get upset, then I don't care. I really don't care. So we'll look at the qualifying time so far. That's my best so far, 37.910, but we did a 37.1 something in the race. I can definitely go quicker. You can see there the RCZ. Well, there's a guy up there at the top is 2 tenths clear in the Audi TT. But it looks like the RCZ is the best car to have. I'm pretty sure we can do a low. What was my best so far? Let's have a look. What was it? 37. I'm pretty sure we can do a low 37. I won't be challenging these guys, but we can certainly try to improve our overall qualifying time. I was tempted to give the McGann Trophy a go, but it's quite clear that the RCZ in the early stages of this week anyway seems to be the best car. So we'll jump back out there for some more qualifying time trial. Try to improve our qualifying position. Because with the rolling start here, the field is quite spread out, and you don't really want to be obviously starting as far back as possible. We'll have a look at our own driver rating after all this. So it started on 36,744. We went from 10th to 5th. It's gone up to 37,169. So that's an increase there of about 700, which is nice. Hopefully once all this is done, I'll be hopefully in the 38s, maybe even the 39s. So 37.910, if I don't have a seizure with my words, 37.910 is my best so far. I'm pretty sure we can do a lot better than that. So yeah, the Peugeot RCZ Group 4 car. I was tempted to give the Group 3 races in the Daily Race C a go, but Interlagos is not one of my great tracks. I know the Porsche RSR is quite strong there, and that's usually my go-to car in pretty much all events, certainly the Group 3s. Because I think I've logged something like 28,000 miles on this game or something, and I think about a third of that has been with that car. but I thought I'd give the Group 4 cars a go. I was hoping that the Megane Trophy would be the strong car here because I've done a lot of miles in that. And as you can see, I've literally had to go out and buy this car just to compete. Oh, a little bit late on the brakes. I do hate these FF cars. The understeer, it's just awful. I like a car that gives me a little bit of oversteer, a little bit of slip. But these things just understeer. So bad. You can chuck it in quite nicely, but then you've got to be so careful when you get on the power, because it will immediately start to drag that car wide. From what I experience anyway. Could be different for other people. Wasn't a great final corner that. Don't know if we'll improve. In fact, we do a 37.4 straight away. I broke so early for turn 1 there. I'm pretty sure we can get a low 37, maybe even a very high 36 if we nailed a perfect lap. But there'll be more and more people coming on the game now and nailing their perfect laps as well. So the best time to try and increase your driver rating is certainly in the first couple of hours once the weekly events do reset. And for UK time, that's pretty much anywhere between about 7:30 to 8 o'clock. So you can start practicing the daily race C from about 7:30 onwards. A and B, you've got to wait until just before 8. So as this lap goes on, we're about a 10th up, nearly 2 tenths up once we get to the next corner here. And then the understeer absolutely just kills it. So we'll get at least one more lap in. We're going to be 3 tenths, maybe 3.5 tenths up on our previous best. So 37.125. A 36 is possible. It would have been a good turn 1 if I didn't take too much speed in. I think a 36 would be decent. Again, braking so early for turn 2. Bouncing off the limiter, running on the curb. We're going to be losing time here, I think. Half a tenth down. Losing more time in this lap. It's disheartening. Ah, the understeer, look at it, it just wants to just dive off the circuit. Thought we'd be brave and chuck the car in a bit earlier, but it's not going to work. We're going to be slow on exit. Yeah, look at that. +2, +3. This lap's a write-off. Aye, aye, aye. I hate front-engined, front-wheel drive cars. They're not fun. They're just not fun. There's no character to these things. Dead, dead, dead. Yeah, exit curb on the outside of turn 1. You do lose a lot of time out there by the looks of it. We won't have enough time to complete this lap. Okay, that time I brake too late. such an awful car. How is it the quickest around this circuit? How is it the quickest? I don't know. Right, okay, so we started the first race in 10th. There'd be more quicker guys coming on, but we did improve. So it is 7th. Jeff Paul, who decided to be a dirty bastard, is qualified in, will be starting in 5th. We've got the fake taxi in 3rd. Again, it looks like pretty much everyone ahead of me, or most of them, are in the top 10, or were in the top 10 earlier. There's a couple of McGann trophies down in 10th and 11th. There's a 458 Italia and a Cayman. They won't be strong here at all. But most of the field looks like it is going with the Peugeot, the RCZ. And we're right in with the. We've got an SS driver there. Oh, here comes Jeff Paul with a message. He'll probably be sending something to me. I'm tempted to send something to him saying let's have a clean race, but I'm going to leave it. He might not even recognise me. Well, I'm sure he will once he sees my name. Yeah, I mean, at the end of that last race, I mean, I was behind him. I went for a move. He decided to try and take me out. Turned in on me, basically, to try and block me after he made a mistake at the previous corner, and then tried to ram me off in the last couple of corners, and whatever. I'll get over it. I mean, it pisses me off if, let's say, he did manage to take me off, I got a penalty and dropped down to, like, 8th or 9th, but, you know, luckily, the game saw that he was in the wrong and I was in the right, gave him the penalty, left me clean, and we took a P5. So, 16 drivers. 8th or above, we'll see an increase in our points for our driver rating. We're already in that with P7. So the first race weren't bad. I don't really know what to target here. Depends what happens ahead of us with everyone else, really. If everyone keeps it clean, then we probably won't make too much of a gain. Yeah, you don't need to make a pit stop, you don't need to change tyres, everyone's on the same tyres, it's BOP, so it's not much that we can do other than try to drive quicker. Anywho, we'll give it a go. Bring up the radar, we're going to need that. Don't see the run no traction, but I think I might end up losing a bit of time in the first couple of corners. Okay, so here we go then. Getting ready to set up. Try and get in the slipstream straight away. It's pretty much slowly turning into an RCZ Cup race. Got to keep it clean in turn 1. Hope I don't get rammed up the arse from behind. That was a dive bomb, but it works. Right, do I defend the inside here? Got a feeling he might try and come back at me. Oh. Too much curve on the inside, and bring that radar back up. So we've made one position up. Don't try it, mate. This corner's not fun, it just wants to understeer, so... Oh, when do you get on the power? This corner's not too bad though, you can sort of chuck it in a little bit. Get on the power a little earlier. Gained a little time on the guy ahead of us. We're dragging everyone else along behind though. Okay, that one completed. We've gained one position. We're in the slipstream now of GTSport, or whatever his name is. Try and force his hand here to defend the inside. Really, mate? Really? You're going to squeeze me on exit? I mean, you're either blind or stupid, mate, and you couldn't see me alongside you. Oh, we had a penalty, so that gives us a little bit of breathing space to the guys behind. Could be in a bit of a race-long battle with this Irish guy in front of me. And the leaders aren't exactly fucking off. Definitely a lot quicker than this guy. Oh, mate, come on, if you're going to brake, you know, do it, you know, when you're supposed to brake and not 300 miles before the corner. Oh, I might get a penalty for that. Cutting a bit too early. And that's brought these guys back into it as well. So the top four have buggered off. I need to get past this guy. Upshifted on the revs. It's lost me a bit of momentum. Could try a dive bomb here. Oh God. Alright, such as the way of GTSport. That probably was my fault really, although he did change his line in the braking zone. I'm probably going to get punted now. No, in fact I'm just going to understeer wide myself. Okay, I need to get away from these guys behind. Now in clean air, I'm immediately going quicker. The top four are fighting quite closely. We'll have 2 laps to go at the line. So there's a chance I can maybe catch and get involved. So we immediately go almost a second quicker than what we have before. Now we're in slightly clean air. Oh, and we've absolutely shagged ourselves there. I'll be surprised if that's not a penalty. Okay, somehow managed to get away with it. What was that? That was some weird graphics, wasn't it? He came at me like 100 miles an hour and all of a sudden he just sort of stopped and I don't know what, and now I've got some clean air behind me. God, these guys are fighting so hard. Come on, let me in. So it's not an improvement because we made mistakes in the first sector. God. We've lost time there on exit. This guy's going to have a run. Ah, that's going to hurt us as well. We're going to drop down here, I think. We have to defend this P6, I think. We should be okay. He's not close enough unless he's mad. God, we're 4 seconds behind the leader and we're 6th. And that wasn't the best line for it. It's going to be P6. There is a McGann trophy back there in P8. I'm tempted to make the switch and just give it a go for one race, just to see how the McGann pairs up. But the McGann's better in the corners, but I don't think it's as good down the straights. Oh, go on, get a penalty for running. Yeah, it's got a penalty for running wide. I'm going to get P5 here because that'll be a second at the end. So we do take back P5 of him getting a penalty at the final corner. So, yeah, okay. I probably should have had P5, really, if it wasn't for my... well, I made my own mistake, didn't I? Alright, so we started 7th, I think it was, 7th or 8th, and finished 5th, so it's another improvement. Now, I am tempted to give that McGann trophy a go. It'll be quicker in the corners, and I think it'll be quicker on slightly quicker on acceleration compared to the RCZ. But where we'll lose a lot of time, I think, will be in the first sector of the 3 first straights. I'm tempted to make the change and just see what it does. Just for one race, just to see what it does. Because I know the McGann trophy car very, very well. That's a P5. We didn't keep it clean, but that's fine. So we'll skip through all this. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave that. My best lap was a 37.1, which was it was okay compared to everyone else around me. Right, so I'm going to disappear out of this. We're going to go home, and we're going to choose my McGann trophy, which is there. We're going to change into that. Nearly 2,000 miles done on it. The livery, I've got the McLaren livery from 2019 on it, which looks very, very nice. So we'll go back to this quickly. We'll jump back in the session. We'll have a go at qualifying. It won't be great qualifying. We'll have a look at the rankings anyway. So 37.1 is my best so far. You can see these guys are now in the high 35s, sort of low 36s. So about a second off-ish. But we'll enter with the McGann trophy, and we'll go to qualifying time trial. And as soon as we do that, I'm going to disappear for a minute. And then when I come back, we'll go out for a couple of laps and just give this car a go. Just give it a go for one race and see what happens. So I'm going to be back in a couple of minutes. Right then, here we go. This is my preferred Group 4 car. We'll have a... Ooh. I think we'll have a decent starting position anyway, because that was due to our qualifying time in the RCZ. Oh, okay. Maybe a bit not braking on the rear. Where we'll make time up, I think, will be Sector 2 and Sector 3. This car corners better than the RCZ. I don't think we're beating our previous time. I'll be amazed if we do. Yeah, you can get the power on exit so much earlier. But it'll be the straights where I think we'll lose it. Get another lap in at least. A lap and a bit. This fourth gear, the viable corner for here. It's third really. So the first lap, which is a scrappy one, it's 38.5, so 1.4 down in our best, which is the RCZ. So our previous best at the moment, we should be about half a second up by the time we get to turn 2. Can we get close to it? If we can get close to it, like a tenth or two. Yeah, the gearing for that corner, first gear is a bit too low, so I'm bouncing off the limiter pretty much on exit. Lost a lot of time there, that wasn't great. Scrappy end to the lap. It's a high 37, so his car is definitely slower than the RCZ. Oh, we've almost lost it as well. Push it like second gear out of this corner, considering this lap is pretty much dead with. Oh, a lot better. So second gear seems to work out of that corner. What about third down here? No, it's going to have to be second for that one. Definitely third for these two. Oh, straight away we go to match. So this is an experiment. The RCZ is clearly the quickest car, and we're 10th. We're down to 10th now, so we are slowly moving down the order. Any people here are usually to see at this time. Ares, whatever his name is, in 7th. I've raced against him plenty of times before. Jeff isn't here though, the rammer from the first race. So this is going to be a difficult one. This is literally just an experiment really to see how this car compares. I know the RCZ is the quicker car. We've run the RCZ already. We're the only car in here that's a Megane. TT seems popular as well. Oh, straight away at the pits. Number 1. I'm sure he's number 1 after this race, but the target is 8 for above. It's a nice little car this. Well, there's a massive windscreen, as you can see there. There's nothing around you. It's a Husky chocolate livery. And a McLaren livery. Second gear out of there is definitely the better car. Better gear. Absolutely dive bomb there. So yeah, this is literally just an experiment race. I'll be going back to the RCZ after this. The TT seems pretty comfortable. So we're starting 10th. I'm literally just aiming for a top 8. That's it. I'm not going to put myself under like, oh, we can get 3rd or 4th or anything like that. But we need to be top 8 at least. Slipstream will be crucial. See, we're already losing time to the RCZ ahead of us. The Audi is going to go for a move. I can absolutely see it. And then he's going to outbrake himself and run wide. I could have seen that as well. So he's staying 10th after the first corner. This race really should be a grid start. It really, really should be grid started. Persia, it just fucks off. It's so good in a straight line. This is where I think we have the advantage. The guy up there has got a second penalty. And then as soon as you get onto a bit of a straight, the Peugeot just fucks off again. Oh, downshifted there at high revs. More penalties ahead, this will help us. Comfortably in the slipstream, the Audi's coming along with us, and then there's a gap behind. Almost like a reverse entry that was. Another penalty up there for that guy. Here comes the Audi up the inside. Oh, Audi's blocking aggressively. Oh, alright, mate. Cool, and I'll get a penalty for it. People just don't want to give the space, do they? Oh, it's all going to kick off behind me. I'm going to lose so many positions here. Oh, this is painful. Can't wait to get back in the Peugeot after this race. Yeah, it just disappears. I can't keep with it. Oh wow, really? I lose time yet I still get the penalty. Get me back in that Peugeot. God, these guys are so aggressive up here. And another exceeding penalty. A full second now. Mind you, he's got 2 seconds. For the first time this morning, I've actually gone backwards in a race. Well, it was an experiment. I'm planning on doing 5 or 6 races. This is race number 3, and I thought I'd give the Megane Trophy a go because it's usually my go-to Group 4 car. Just see how it does compare, and yeah, the RCZ's clearly the superior car around this circuit. No, the guy had a 2-second. Oh my God, he's Jesus! Don't touch me. I think we'll end up. I honestly think, make a prediction here, we'll be 13th. Right, Let's try and bring it home for 12. Finish above 12, it'll be a bonus at this point. Disappointing, disappointing. P12, we went backwards. So the Megane really isn't a good car. TT Cup seems alright, but it's clearly the best car, the best all-rounder is the RCZ. So we'll make the change back into that car before the next event. Yeah, disappointing anyway. It's a shame really, I wanted the Megane to work, but clearly the RCZ is the superior car. Don't need to look at any of this. So we'll make the change back into the Peugeot. Tempted to give a Group 3 race a go, but I think we might already be a bit off the pace. The guys have been racing for over an hour. So back to the RCZ. We might as well change the car. With a few of the liveries I've got, I might as well put on the Gouloir. That's the orange arrows one I got, which is a bit crap, but we'll go with the Gouloir one, French cigarette brand, and I think it's based loosely off the Citroën Xara rally car from the early 2000s. So there it is. Doesn't look too bad. Nice white wheels. Right, so we'll go back into it then. We'll have a look now. So our best so far is a 37.125. I'm pretty sure I can get a high 36. The quickest guys are in the low 36s down here. And as you can see there, the RCZ is there's a couple of the TT Cup in there, and the Megane, believe it or not, in the 36.0. But quite clearly the RCZ is the most sought after car. So I'll go to qualifying time trial, and then I'll be back in about a minute's time whilst I fix myself a quick drink, and we'll get our 4th of 6 planned races on the go. So about halfway through this live streams right now. Alright, so here we are then. 37.125 was my previous best. Pretty confident if I nail a good lap. No, we might get a penalty for that. If we do, I'll literally just restart quickly. Alright, you seem okay. Pretty sure I can get in the 36s. going to take me a lap or two to get back into it though, having just done a race with the Megane, which handles completely differently, being a mid-engined Group 4 car rather than a front-engined, front-wheel driven car that the RCZ is. So I'm not expecting this to be our quickest lap so far. It's more of a sighter lap. I think we'll get at least another 2 in, hopefully. We lost a bit of time there running over the outside curb. We're only a 1/10 and a half off, so not bad for a sighter lap. Ah, turn 1 was a mess. But somehow we've found time against our previous. Almost 2 attempts up already. Definitely get time for another lap after this, and I want to get comfortably in the 136s though. Get off that curb. That wasn't great through there. Oh, too much speed in. We're 3.5 temps up, and then we're going to be about 2.5 temps up by the time we get to the next corner. That was messy, that was. Wasn't too bad at the final corner though. 3 temps should be into the 36 as it is, of 36.982. I'm sure I can go quicker though. Oh, 10th up on exit. Braked a bit early for that corner. Still a 10th up, but turn 2 wasn't great. Ah, blown it. God damn it. Ah, it's disappointing now. I could definitely get a mid 36 here. What's 4th gear like through here? Actually found time through there, but then messed up the final corner. There's only going to be 12 seconds left once we cross the line, so we won't complete this lap. We'll start matching straight away. So we found a couple of temps, but I can definitely, I think if I nail the perfect lap, get something like a 36.4.5. So I have to see what our qualifying time is going to put us compared to everyone else. Remember, 16 drivers will be on the grid. I can assume, I'll be surprised if there isn't 16 drivers. Everyone's getting on the game now. Now it's a good opportunity to try and increase your rating. And we are 11th. We're 11th out of 16. And there's a mix of everything in there. There's an Audi, a Scirocco, and an Alpha 4C ahead of us. But most of the guys in the top 10 are in the RCZ. So 55.8. That's the first time I've seen someone in the 55.8. We're 36.9, so 1.1 seconds off separates us from pole position. We're down in 11th. As for our driver rating, it's now up to 37691, and we started the day at 364. In fact, it's actually gone down. It's 37103. So we started the day at 36402. And it's now 37103. So the last race we were finished, I think, 12th. We actually lost 600 driver rating. So we're starting 11th here. You want to be sort of top half. So for 16 on the grid, you want to be 8th or above. If you finish 8th or above, you'll increase your driver points, if you like. Driver rating is an A. My safety rating is 99 in S. And if you're wondering why I know all this and why it's important to me, you go to a website, www.kudosprime, KUDOSPRIME.com, and then you can go through there and you can select GTSport. You can put in your PSN name, as it'll only be PSN because this game's only available on PlayStation, and it brings up everything: how many miles you've done, how many days you've logged on, and your points and everything like that. I'm comfortably an A driver. I mean, we're sort of, I think it's 30,000 to 50,000 points. So if you're below 30,000, you're a B rated driver. If you're above 50,000, you're an A star rated driver, like the guy Tessie Smith in second place on the grid. And I'm comfortably an A driver, 37,103, so almost halfway. We started the day at 36,402, so it'd be nice to be 38 by the time all this is done. This is the 4th of 6 planned races, and the target is to try and get ourselves in the top 8. But more and more people are coming onto the game, more and more people are getting into the RCZ, more and more people are going quicker and quicker. So starting in 11th, we're going to need to, well, not necessarily have a clean first corner, but a clean 5-lap race. Penalties here do hurt as well. And there's 2 slowdown zones. The first one's on the exit of turn 2, Remus curve at the top of the hill, which if you look at the track map, it's the top left-hand corner. And then the second one's before the final 2 corners. So here we go then. A rolling start, which I absolutely hate. I'm desperate for grid starts. I love grid starts. And we're gaining on this 4C, so I'm actually going to send it. He's been absolutely raped from the rear and comes on beside me. And okay, right. You can see there the advantage of the RCZ. So much quicker in a straight line compared to everything else around us. Wasn't the best line into turn 2. Try and get in the slipstream with this line of cars ahead of us. Try and stick with this pack. They're side by side ahead, so that was slow them down. When you get the understeer from the cars in front and the understeer because of the car that it is as well. It's painful driving that car around them 2 left-handers. It's all kicking off in front of me. Cars everywhere. It's Piccadilly Circus and it's rush hour. Let's get involved in it. Avon calling. P9. Do I send it or do I send it? I don't know. Oh, I sent it. And we've shagged it. Okay, focus, Alex, focus. P8 is the target. Oh my god. Oh, he's in the gravel. Mate! I'm giving you the space. All the time you have to leave the space. Oh, he's having a moment back there. Mate, if you want to be a knob. I do not want to be battling with whatever the fuck that is behind. I think it's the Scirocco behind me. Oh, the understeer. Oh, he's gaining on me. Oh, that's disappointing. We've all got penalties. All of us. Should out drag him. I'm going to do a naughty little switch over. Lift off on the apex. He hits me, loses momentum. Bit cheeky, but it works. Go away, mate. So all of that, unfortunately, has dropped us off the lead pack. And that's probably going to be a penalty. I really don't want a Scirocco behind me. You had a flag ahead. Oh, that dude's had a problem. P7. Don't send it, mate. Don't send it. Oh, you don't need to send it. I'll break myself. Oh, mate. Oh, you fucking donut. That's killed it. I won't be able to do any better than P10 now unless someone falls off the road. And I see Anglo-French relations are still good as ever. So yeah, barring any catastrophes from someone ahead of us, and we don't decide to yeet it off the circuit ourselves, P10 is going to be our finishing position. Which is so frustrating. Oh. Could change things. These two are fighting. It's going to drag me into it. Oh yeah, of course there's a slowdown. I'd rather it wasn't a slowdown because am I going to have to get really aggressive here or am I going to be close enough? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to be close enough. Oh, he's gone deep though. Up the inside. Dude, fuck, come on. Some of you kids really don't know how to drive. Alright, we've recovered to P9. But it's not ideal. Our best lap was our last lap. That tells you everything, doesn't it? A 37 as well. Ay, ay, ay. Not good. I knew I said I'd do at least 2 more of the Group B races because that's what I was planning on doing today, the daily racing, or not the Group B but the race Bs. But I am, as we leave this, I am going to have a look at the qualifying times for the top 10 for the Group 3 races which are taking place at Interlagos. 20 cars, 12 laps. I don't believe you need to stop. Fuel consumption is ×3, tyre wear is ×5. It's the racing hards and you don't need to run anything else, so pretty much you'll be okay on the hards. And oh, the Atenza seems to be the quickest car. Yeah, not great. I think we will stick with the Group 4 races at Austria. So we'll enter in our RCZ again and we'll go to the qualifying time trial. And again, I'm going to take a minute or two once we get to the track. Just take a quick break, grab a glass of water, take a quick refreshment break. So I'll be back very, very shortly for another Group 4 race around Austria. Right, here we go. 36.982. We'll get 3 laps this time. Let's try and find some more time. I know there's more time there. I know we can do a mid 36. probably not with a line like that into the left-hander. Other than that, I felt like a decent lap. It's just a banker lap. So 36.934, so we have actually found slight improvement. Now we've got the delta time so we can see what we're doing. Already up. And we've lost it all immediately. Right, we cocked up here previous lap. We're losing time. Come on, come on, come on. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, look how much we're up by already. We're going to be 3 tenths up coming into turn 2. Yeah, that's killed it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's so frustrating. I'm pretty sure if we exit now, it might show us delta times just of what we've actually managed to do just then. Let's have a quick look. So yeah, we could have improved. 36.656 apparently is the best that we can do, because we was well up in sector 1. So 36.6. I mean that's a decent lap, that is. You know, all these guys are in the 35s now. You can see the RCZ is the most popular car. Yeah, it's disappointing. A 36.934. Someone else of my friends has done a 36.634. We can definitely do a mid 36. But this is going to be race 5 of 6. So we might have time to improve just a little bit more. It's not been brilliant so far. We'll see where we are on the grid. Top 8 is the target, of course. And it is P12. P12. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just a bit, frustrating at the moment. I mean, granted, I don't like, you know, out of the Group 4 cars, I always prefer the Megane Trophy. I like the Megane Trophy. To be honest, I like the Ferrari 458 as well. As you can see, it's predominantly going to be the RCZ. And we're starting from 12th, and the target is to be P8. Ooh, first car out and track again. A lot of people just have the standard Peugeot like livery on their car. And I was tempted for the last race of the stream, which is now starting actually, same time as this one really, the Daily Race C, which is 12 laps in the Group 3 cars around Interlagos in Brazil, but it seems that the better car there is the Atenza, and I've had very little experience with the Atenza, so I won't give it a go. Where are you going, sir? This is going to be difficult then. From 12th, we need to be top 8, really, to have any sort of advancement on our driver rating points. We started the day at 36,402, only at 37,155, and last week we did 4 races in the Group C with the Super Formula cars at Laguna Seca. We went from 35.7 to 38.2, 2,500. So far we're only about 700 up, so yeah, we need a clean race and we need to be top 8. Minimum, I think. Right, here we go. So this is the interior of the RCZ. Nice glitchy rear view camera. It's roll cage and it's suede dash. Gouloir livery, which is famous with the Citroen Xara. Not the best place really to start the race from when you exit the corner, but we'll crack on in there. We've got an Aston Martin behind us and a load of RCZs ahead of us. Getting the slipstream, hope for mistakes ahead, and try to pick off a couple of positions. And keep it clean. Oh, driver rating goes, safety rating goes down a little bit. Just get a bit of an aggressive love tap to the guy ahead of me. Okay, that one completed. We're going on position. How do we lose so much time on exit? Oh, it's going to get busy down here at turn 3. 2 people there, penalties. Car's going to go off. Good opportunity at a sneaky position if we can. Sorry, dude.
It's getting feisty in the midfield here. Two in one, P8. I think I can defend the inside here. Good exit. Guy behind us a penalty, so he'll drop back a little bit. So we're into a target of P8 now. Get off the curb. Oh, I hate front engine, front wheel drive cars so much. Just the understeer is terrible. I mean, my daily car, but the car that I drive daily is a Super Impreza 4-wheel drive. So I haven't driven front engine, front wheel drive cars since my teenage years. Oh, what is that for a turn one, Alex? I'd be surprised if I don't get a penalty for that. Yep, there we go. Yeah, fair enough. That was just a mess. I don't know what happened there. Turn 2 was equally as shite. Oh, we're going to be losing so much time here. Oh, this is going to hurt us. I'm going to have to defend the inside, I think. Nicely done. Got a gaggle of angry cars behind me that probably desperately want to way past. Trying something. Oh, what's going on with me at turn 1? Oh, no, 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 that's gonna really hurt. Definitely lose P8 there. I think I'm far enough ahead. And if they try something, they're fucking stupid. Oh, P7's off the road. So you are back into the P8 that we need. That's a gift. We should be okay now, barring any fuck-ups. It's P8. That's okay though. We're aiming for top 8. We're aiming to finish in the top half, and that's exactly what we did. And we did it from 12th on the grid as well, I think. So yeah, we're finding it going tough. I usually like the longer races. I like races where you have to run different tyres. Fuel comes into it as well. And but clearly the Group 3, or the Daily Race C, which is the Group 3 at Interlagos, it's not for me. The Atenza seems to be the all-important car there, and I have very little experience. I should say, and I'd rather just stay away from it and do multiple races in Daily Race B with the Group 4 cars. So more money and experience there. Not that it really matters too much to me. I don't need it. So we lost a bit in the safety rating, but we're still an S, which is fine. 37.2 was our quickest lap, but everyone ahead of us was on the 37.1s, 36s, even a couple of 35s. I don't know, yeah, it seemed that yeah, it is what it is. Sorry the lag from someone, I don't know who, guy in P4, whatever. Well, where are you from? South Africa. Well, yeah, of course your lag's going to be pretty crap. So we'll exit this then, and we'll have enough time to go for one more attempt. This will be race number 6 of 6, and then the live stream after this will end. So we've done okay so far. We'll have a look at our driver rating. So before this race it was 37155. It now stands at 37333, so it goes up by about 180 just for being in the top 8, which is okay, it's fair enough. We're almost 1,000 up than when we started at the beginning of the of this stream, but not as good as it was before. Struggling just a little bit with these cars in this circuit. Circuit is fine, it's just I don't really like the slow races, which is kind of what it feels like for this. So we'll have a look at the ranking board anyway for the top 10 stars. As you can see there, 35.9 is the slowest of the top 10. Everyone else is in the RCZ. This guy's in the TT, the Audi TT. They're all inside the sort of high 35s. We're in the high 36s. I'm pretty sure we can do a mid 36 if we nail the absolute perfect lap. Let's have a quick drink. So we get out there. Got time for 3 laps. See if we can improve our qualifying position and our qualifying time before our final event, our final race in this stream. The next stream after this, I believe, will be probably this Saturday actually, when I do the Nations Cup again. I've sort of given up on the manufacturer, and I might give it a go if it's a track that favours me and a car that favours me. In that I've chosen the Renault. Usually I go Porsche with the Cayman and the RSR, but I've gone Renault this time, mainly because the Group 4 races in the Megane Trophy car seems quite good. But it'll be definitely the Nations Cup on Saturday. Friday I usually do my F1 live streams, but this week on Friday, as we massively outbreak ourselves and ruin the lap, there's nothing going on this week. It's a charity event which I'm not taking part in, or not a part of, so it's mainly going to be GTSport this week, I think. This one today with the new daily races, although it isn't really a daily race, it's more of a weekly race. And then I'll be back Saturday with a Nations Cup, and then probably after that will be next Monday as well. It's difficult for me to do stuff during the week because I work pretty much 50 to 55 hours on nights, so I'm going to bed in probably a couple of hours after this, get a few hours sleep, and then go to work Friday for Monday night. I don't finish until about 7-8 o'clock in the morning, and it'll be the same again Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So all my work takes place during the week, and then the weekends are free to me. So 37.9 was my first lap, 36.9 is what I've done before, so we need to find a second. We're not going to find it there with that early braking for turn 2. Although we will be about 4 tenths up by the time we get to the braking zone for turn 3. Wow, we found a lot of time there, holy hell. Nearly a second up. So we've got to nail these final 2 corners. And we have. This will be an improvement. It's 36.732. So we found another couple of attempts. So in the high 36s, the target is to be a mid 36. We find another 10th, I'll call it a mid 36. We're 2 tenths up. Still finding time. Oh, and I've just got a... Oh, no, this is not going to be good. I can't see what I'm doing because I've got a my TV has not done anything for a little while, and is it going to shut down, and it's right in the middle of my screen, so this is why I can't see what I'm doing. And that's yeah, this is the problem with my TV. If I do nothing with my actual TV for like an hour or so, then a pop-up turns up on the middle of the screen. We'll exit anyway because there's only 30 seconds left. A pop-up turns up in the middle of my screen which says, oh, there's been no operation, do you want to shut down? And I can't see what I'm doing. So for the last couple of corners, it would have been pretty horrendous. So 36.545 is our, what is expected best that could be. Yeah, okay, fair enough. We found quite a bit of time in the final sector. We lost a bit in sector 2, so 36.5 is what we could really do. We're now down to a 36.7, which still puts me. I mean, that's a second slower than a guy in P3, 4, 5, and 6. In fact, a 7.32 is in fact we found a second in P3. So, okay, hopefully that gives us a respectable qualifying position. It's 13th. That's not good. That's not good at all. And we are the second slowest of the RCZ drivers. We're in 13th and we're a second off pole. So this is going to be a sweaty little lobby, this. And this is the 6th and final race. Yeah, so hopefully we can have a good one here. Top 8 is going to be difficult, I think. But we'll certainly try our best, and I'll be back in about 30 seconds. So we're now P12. Someone has left the lobby. And to make any advantage on our driver points, we need to be P8 or above. I think that's going to be difficult in this one. We just got to keep it clean and consistent, and hope that hope that Lady Luck smiles. And this is the 6th and final race that I'll be doing in this live stream. Let's hope we have a good one. Nice move there for P11. He's going to come back at me though. Going to leave him the space. Cautious into the final corner there. That move was never undid. It's a guy in P10, I think. I think it's the guy in P10 that has a second penalty. Too early on the power there. Car understeered, a little bit wide. Turned in too early. Oh, I broke too late there. Sorry, dude. Could try and send it. Guy in P8 had a penalty, so he'll drop back slowly to us. Oh, mate. On the hazards, because he let me back through. that's hurt me. 2 laps to go at the line. I need crashes or big penalties ahead of me. Half a second doesn't really help me. Neither's getting turn 1 wrong. P9 and P8 are fighting quite hard. There's a glimmer of hope. That's not a good line. Into the final lap now. I'm going to be defending his P10 rather than attacking P9. Personal best of 36.9. I've left my braking way too late. We're going off. Yeah, not surprised by that. The guy behind him had a penalty as well. There's a big fight going on up ahead for 9th, 8th and 7th, you never know. I mean, we ain't going to get 8th in this race, that's clear. In fact, it is going to be a P11. Disappointing way to end it. Clearly more and more of the quicker guys are going to be coming on the game, and we're going to slowly fall down the order. Usually in these live streams that I do on the Monday at 8 o'clock, usually the first few races we do very well, you know, we're podium placing, that sort of thing. But with these ones anyway, it's we've sort of been struggling from the get-go to be even a P8. And 11th at this stage is still disappointing. We should have really, you know, wanted more, I should say. I'm sure our driver rating would have gone down a little bit. It was 37333 before all this race started. It's 369. So in fact, today we've only gained, you know, 570 odd, which is really disappointing. The other races that we've got that I might do off camera during the week, we've got the one make here with the Mitsubishi GTO twin turbo version at Willow Springs, which is a track I do like, and of course everyone's in the same car there, so it's difficult to really judge who is better than what. And then we've got the Well, a couple of people have been out there already in the Atenza, but as you can see, the Huracan I absolutely stay away from. The Supra might be a good car, but it's the Atenza that seems to be the car of choice. And then we come back to the Group 4 race that we've been competing so far. My best is a 36.732. I think I can find a couple of more attempts, and you can see they're mid to high 35s for these guys, and clearly the RCZ is the car of choice. So it's been a difficult live stream, this one. Last week it was okay, to be honest. We had some good results in the Daily Race C with the Super Formula cars. This time around with the Group 4 cars in Daily Race B at the Red Bull Ring, it's been challenging. It really has been challenging, and we've gained a little bit in driver points, but nowhere near as much as I usually do. I usually aim for around about an improvement of around about 2,000. And in fact today we've only really made an improvement of about 570, so overall rather disappointing, but it's still been a good live stream anyway. There's been some good battles out there, but certainly at a track like that with cars like that, it's very much just follow the lead around and hope for a mistake ahead of you rather than some strategic calls to be made on fuel or tyres or anything like that. So I don't know if I'll be doing the Group 4 races at Red Bull again. In fact, I don't know if I'll be doing any of the daily races, to be honest with you. I do think I'll struggle at the Daily Race C. The Daily Race A might be interesting. The Willow Springs Raceway is a track that I usually go very, very well at. It doesn't take me too long to get accustomed and set up to it with whichever car I have to use. So I might give a few of them a go. But there'll certainly be no more live streams now until at least the weekend when the Nations Cup kicks off again. So thank you very much to everyone that has dropped in and out of the stream for the last couple of hours. Sorry we didn't get any podium finishes or a race win today. It's been a bit of a challenge, but you never know. We still enjoy it. We still move on anyway. And we did increase our driver rating just a little bit. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all for the live stream on Saturday in a few days' time.